Good morning everyone. Welcome to the science class, chapter 10, motion and measurement of distance. In our last class we had studied about how the transportation, what was the history of transport and how we have been measuring and dividing things. Now let's talk more about few measurements to see what exactly we need to do when we measure distances or length. Distance refers to the length of space between 2 points. For example, the distance between Lucknow and Kanpur is 88 kilometers of length. In ancient time, people used various ways to measure distances like the length of the foot, the width of the finger, the distance of the step. So, this is basically known as arbitrary unit of measurement like span, hand span, foot span and cubit. Hand span is basically the thumb and the little finger, the distance between the thumb and the little finger, and foot span is your thumb and the heel, and cubit is your elbow and the middle finger, measurement of elbow and the middle finger. Now these, if we tell you, these are not basically exact measurements because if you see your hand is slightly smaller or bigger than your friend or maybe other person, and same way is your foot. When you go to the market to buy a shoe, everybody doesn't have a same size. So basically this was not a standard and it varied from person to person. Though today also sometimes when we ask you to measure the desk, what you do is you take a hand span, try to measure, they are 10 or 5 hand span. But it is not an exact measurement. It caused lot of confusion because maybe you measured 5 hand span, the other is 4.5, so it was not a exact measurement. So what were the disadvantages of arbitrary units of measurement? You have seen that arbitrary units are made up of length of different body parts. These length can vary from one person to another. This can create lot of confusion as there would be no uniformity in measurement. Therefore, some standard unit of measurement are needed that do not change from time to time. So, standard unit of measurement. What happened was, in ancient time the length of the foot, the width of the finger and the distance of the steps were commonly used as a different unit of measurement. In 1790 the French created a standard unit of measurement called the metric system. For the sake of uniformity, scientists all over the world have accepted a set of standard unit of measurement. This system of units now used is known as the International System of Unit, SI unit. SI unit is a meter, as you can see it in the scale. Now, each meter, that is m, is divided into 100 equal division called centimeter. Each centimeter has 10 equal division called millimeter. Thus, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. For measuring large distances, meter is not a convenient unit. So, what do we do when we are talking about a distance between Kota and Delhi? We don't talk in meters, we talk in kilometer. We define a larger unit of length is called kilometer. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. This is how it is measured. Some measurements like comparing an unknown quantity with some known quantity is called measurement. Result of measurement. The result of measurement has two parts. One part is the number and the other part is the unit. The known quantity which is used is in measurement is called a unit. What is unit basically? For example, when you say that your height is 150 centimeters, then the measurement of your height is being expressed in a number, that is 150, and a unit is, what is unit? That is centimeter. Now, talking about correct measurement of length. There are various devices that are used to measure length. You have seen when you go to a tailor, he takes a tape and he measures the length. But when you go to a cloth merchant, he takes a meter rod to measure. Same way, measuring tape is suitable for measuring the growth of a tree. For small quantities, like if you have to measure a pencil, you will not use a inch tape that is used by the tailor. You will use a normal 15 centimeter scale that is in your geometry box. In taking measurement of length, we need to take care of the following thing. If we want an exact measurement, we have to take care of following thing. What are that? You can see it in two pictures. One in first picture, the scale has been held in a right position, but if you see the second picture, it is little bit tilted. Now what you have to do, place the scale in contact with the object along its length, means it has to be attached to the object which has to be measured. You cannot keep it away from it. In some scales, the end may be broken. You may not be able to see the zero mark clearly. In such cases, you should avoid taking measurement from zero mark of the scale. You can use any other full mark of the scale, say 1.0 centimeter. Then you must subtract the reading of that mark from the reading of the other end. For example, the reading of one end is 1.0 and the other end is 14.3 centimeter. Therefore, what will be the length? We will minus 1.0 from 14.3 and the exact length what we will get is 13.3 centimeter. Another very important factor is that in some scales the end may be broken and you may not be able to see. What will correct position of the eye is also important for making measurement. Your eye must be exactly in front of the point where the measurement is to be taken. Means if you see the position B is the most correct position, you should not be at position A or position C. The reading may differ in that case. So you have to take care of while taking an exact measurement is that you have to take care of these things. Now, measuring the length of the curved line. If the line is curved, how will we take the measurement? Take a non-stretchable string or a thread and to tie a knot at one of its ends. Means that the string should not be elastic. Elastic will not be able to give you the exact measurement. Place a knotted end of the thread at one end of the curved line. Holding the thread steadily with your finger, stretch it along the curved line until you reach the other end. Now make a mark of the thread where it reaches the other end. Finally, place the thread along the meter scale. Now you know you have moved the thread along the curved line. Now remove it from the curved line, take a scale and measure the length. When you will measure the length from one knot to the other, you will get exact length of the curved line. Now we will talk about, till now we have understood how the distance is being measured. Now we will talk about, we see many things around us moving. Moving means fan is moving, you will see a butterfly fluttering, you will see dog moving, your hand is moving, a small baby is moving, fish is moving in the water, everything is moving. Which means all the things you can see around you are moving. We see many things moving around us when the bodies keep on changing their position with respect to some other object, that is called motion. How do you see that the thing is moving? You compare it with the position of the other object which is at rest. A boy is walking along the road, means road is at the rest position and the boy is walking, so we know that the boy is in motion. And what is rest? A body is said to be at rest when it does not change the position with respect to the surrounding. For example, a flower pot is lying on the table, then flower pot is at rest with respect to the surrounding. This is what do we mean by motion. Now there are different types of motion which we will study in our next class.